Hey there guys, I'm SonicGhost and welcome back to some more Let's Play Super Mario Galaxy 2. Last time we finished exploring World 4 and took on Bowser once more, and now let's make our way to World 5 and start off here with the Space Storm Galaxy. Once we first enter World 5 at the end of the last episode, Lubba did say we're starting to get closer to the enemy base. Space Storm Galaxy definitely wants to remind you of that because this here is just a giant enemy storm hole. So there's going to be a lot of stuff here trying to kill us. I mean, it's like we're getting closer and closer to Bowser's headquarters. It's not surprising to see this much stuff trying to kill us. But now we got some Pulsar planets here, which is a direct reference right back to something in Galaxy 1. This also was a thing in Galaxy 1, so it took a little bit for us to see these kind of planets return, but here they are. They don't really change too much, they're just a glorified Pulsar, just humongous. And that's about it. So let's go ahead and be careful for platforming around here. Although the gravity mechanic you're really going to see in this portion of the level in particular, because you're going to be going all over the place in this cylinder. It's ridiculous. Although it is a lot of fun to do, so I'm not going to be complaining about that. So right here, let's see if we can get the comet, and also not die. Ah, well, we got close. I don't know how I got pushed backwards though, it was a little weird. And with some clever wall jumps, we're out of there. So this segment right here, we actually need to get a bomb to come out inside of this area in particular. We need to get in there because, as you can see, there's our launch star to get the next planetoid. So we're going to want to bait this bomb to come all the way over here and blow open this hole. So there you go. Now we could walk the long way around here the same way the bomb came, but I have a long jump, so we're just going to jump over to where the bomb was. That way, you skip a lot of the level. Makes things a little bit easier. Save us a couple seconds, why not? So let's hit that checkpoint now, and be careful here, because all of these top enemies really don't want you standing up here, and they just want to push you off. So let's be careful, and throw that, and now we gotta wait for the bomb to explode. So just kind of walk around the mini-tops here, and we're good to go. Let's grab our life. Nice. Nice way to avoid those things. Let's get a long jump going here. Take a nice little shortcut by doing that. We need to be careful in this segment here in particular, because it's very easy to get hit by one of those lightning balls, so yeah, let's be careful. And I'm also trying to be careful on how much I shake here, because if I actually do the shaking motion, Mario will just come straight out of this bubble and I'm dead. So, one of these segments, it might actually be better for you to hold your Wiimote a lot more steadier there with your pointer if you're going to be trying to collect star bits. If you're just going to be rapidly shaking the Wiimote all over the place just to grab the star bits with your cursor, you're going to be activating a shake motion, so yeah, just be careful in that segment. I've done that plenty of times just trying to get star bits, just accidentally pop out of my little bubble and then killing myself. It's embarrassing, to be honest. But as you can see, just doing one star here in the galaxy, just one level, and already the rest of the level is opened up. We can go to every single galaxy here now. In fact, if I take the warp pipe, right here, if you look, you only need 55 stars to get to the boss, which we have more than enough. So at this point, we can just go straight to the boss fight in World 5. It's ridiculous with how fast that World 5 could be done if you're going out of your way to get pretty much every power star. It's probably one of the shortest worlds in the game if you're getting every power star. But we wanted to head back to Space Storm to go to the top of Top Man's Tower. So this means that we get to go fight Top Man from Mega Man 3, right? I mean, that's the Top Man we're referencing? It's actually not. It's just one of the Top Men enemies, that's all. It would have been nice to see a Mega Man cameo here. Would have made no sense, but it would have been cool to see. So the gimmick of this level here in particular is you want to go ahead and pound these switches whenever you see them, because they'll actually slow down time, which will make things a lot easier for you here to traverse. It's not really a requirement, but it's definitely something you're going to want to do, because if you don't, it's going to make your life a lot harder. As you can see here, these bubbles are barely moving, so it definitely helps us slow down time. Go ahead and open up that doorway and slow down time once more, because why not? We're right here. Bounce off of this guy and take the little mini launch star. There we go. Now it's time for us to traverse up the tower. Or not, because the Thwomp says no. Thanks, Thwomp. Just continue bashing my head in, why don't you? To be honest though, I thought I had enough time to get through that with the time slowed down. That was just kind of my own fault. I should have definitely took things a little bit slower. But there, that's how you're supposed to be doing it. It takes forever also to get through this if you try to kill an enemy. It's ridiculous. You kill the thing and it takes like a minute or two for them to actually die. It's a little weird looking, to be honest. But let's go ahead and see if we can collect all the coins here, because this will give us another 1-up and some extra star bits if we can do it. But this one's weird. This is the one where they start introducing these coins in different patterns. So this pattern here in particular is probably one of the hardest ones, just because they're all separated but also in a clump. And this one's just annoying, because you constantly have to do some kind of a higher jump. Whether it be just a normal spin jump, a backwards long jump, something in general to get you some height. And it's very easy to fail there. I almost did, so I'm actually surprised I didn't fail. So I'm just doing a backwards jump, a flipping jump, just a normal spin jump. Just any high jump in general, you're gonna have to do there, no matter what. Also, I love how I get hit by the thing that's moving extremely slow. That's the whole point of me slowing down that segment, to make think, whoa! I got some height off of that. I did not know I can jump that high. That was interesting. I was just trying to say how interesting it was for me to actually take damage from something that wasn't really moving, because how slow time was, but there we are. Took damage from it. But this final portion of the tower is really easy. Just kill 2 top men, and then the third one appears they can use as a spring, and you collect your star. It's very easy to get to the star in that portion in particular. It's annoying to deal with the top men because they'll constantly bounce you around, but just be careful around the guys, and you shouldn't really take any damage from the electricity. Because besides jumping on those top men's heads, the electricity is the only real thing that will hurt you there. Also, thank you for the encouragement there, Lubba. I'll definitely do my best. So, let's go ahead and get out of here. And let's actually go to the Hungry Luma, because we have just almost 200 more star bits than this thing is asking for. So, we got enough, just barely once again. But hey, let's go ahead and do this. Last time I saw one of these guys, we kind of cut it close a little bit too. I mean, we were over by, what, 300 or so? This time's a little bit less. So it's definitely coming down more to the wire with star bit counts. At this point, it's also taking forever to fill these Hungry Lumas up. I really wish there was a way to speed up their eating animations there, because that can take a while when they get as hungry as they do at this portion of the game. But now with that guy fed, a new galaxy has been born, so let's go to that galaxy, shall we? So the galaxy we have up next here is the Fleet Glide Galaxy. Oh boy, this galaxy. So, you remember our old friend Fluzzard? Well, he's back. And this time, he's here for a battlefield glide. Oh man, I do not like this one. This is actually one of my least favorite galaxies in the game. And it's because of Fluzzard, just like last time. I'm not a fan of Fluzzard all too much. And when you put him to a level like this, it gets a lot harder because the common medal for this one is really difficult to get. It's one of the hardest common medals to get in the game. And since you have to deal with the motion control to get to it, that's why I have such a hard time with this one in particular. This common medal is very easy to miss, especially on your first playthrough. This is probably one of those common medals where you actually have to repeatedly play the level to actually get. So just like last time I played a Fluzzard level, we need to go through 5 different gates to actually unlock the thing, for starters. But this is the segment right here I hate. You have to make a hard left, but at the same time, you also have to have some good reaction time to stop, because it's very easy to overshoot that thing. And I almost got clipped right there. That would have hurt. Now, here in particular, I need to be careful of these swamps, because I can get crushed from these things and die immediately. But you also got to move fast, because if you miss your timing, you're not going to be able to make it to the 3rd gate. So, again, it's very easy to miss the common medal here, because these gates are very hard to get into. They're put in some really difficult places this time around, and for motion control, it makes it a lot harder to get to, because they're not as responsive as just using the joystick to control Fluzzard. I wonder if there's actually a mod out there for using Fluzzard with the joystick on the owl. Yes, on the owl. That's what I definitely wonder. Well, I wonder if there's a mod to use Fluzzard on the nunchuck's joystick instead of just using motion control. That would definitely make them a lot more responsive. That way you can actually stop yourself more on a dime compared to using the motion. Because I gotta turn my hand backwards and I gotta wait for the motion control to catch up with me. Which is why this level is kind of hard to get through if you're going for 100%. Because trying to get that comet is definitely awkward. But we got it, and we got ourselves the Power Star. So, didn't have to worry about killing ourselves to get that thing, I'm glad. That was the one thing I was worried about. But luckily, that was not the case. So, we won't be returning to Fluzzard's area there for a while, so let's go ahead and continue on. Take the helm of the ship, and thank you once again, Loba, for that encouraging word. I don't know why he keeps on telling us to go get him. It's actually kind of weird to see that much encouragement right now from him. But let's go to Upside Dizzy Galaxy. This one here is one of the more interesting galaxies just because of the fact that you're constantly flipping up and down. So we're going to be doing a walk on the weird side. Basically, we're going to be walking on the floor and walking on the ceiling. It just depends on where the arrows want to point. And as you can see here, the arrows will sometimes change as well. But also, we got something else in the background there. You can see that planet back there. I know there's a hidden star. But Luigi's here. So you know what, Luigi? You can do this. So let's go ahead and go upside down Luigi. But I love playing as Luigi in this level just because of this. When you swap to Luigi, he just decides to leave the building he was just in. Just enter the pipe on his own. Like, Luigi just really wants to make a grand entrance. It's actually kind of funny. I do like changing over to Luigi just for that alone. It's hilarious. But now that we're playing with Luigi here, actually make things a little bit easier because we have his higher jump. So now we don't have to worry about too much of being too precise. We can actually make these jumps a lot easier with Luigi and just skip some of the platforming in general. But here, I want to go ahead and grab this fire flower and let's actually just climb up here because in these boxes, it's a pipe. So let's go down it. And here's our hidden star. So we want to go ahead and talk to this Guillermo. And he's upset because of all this junk. I'm going nuts here. We're getting more and more boxes of junk every day. Do me a favor and burn all these up real quick. What do you say? Yeah, why not? Well, let's put you to work then. Catch all the boxes on fire. Don't worry, it's far away from civilization. No one's gonna get hurt. Besides you if you burn yourself. So, just like when we were here the first time, you gotta be careful with your fireball shots. You wanna line these things up in just the right angles. I can't believe that one missed though. In fact, I actually might have screwed this up already. We might be cutting this one close if I get it. Come on. Oh, come on. My fireballs would have hit that. So, one wrong fireball throw and it's done. Oh, no, no, no. That won't do it all. Put some elbow grease into it. Come on, Slave. You gotta do better than that. Let's just give it another go. I can't believe I missed only 2 boxes. And that's usually what happens in these challenges. This one's harder than the first one we did back in, I believe, World 1. And it's just because of the timer being more strict here. So, one wrong throw, and yeah, that's it. And I had that one wrong throw in the beginning, so I'm not surprised to see we have to redo this. So, just line up your shots just fine here. You usually want to look for the center of boxes to line up your shots because that's usually the best way to do so. And there you go. With 2 seconds to spare. They barely give you enough time for this mission. Now that's more like it. Thanks. I found this power star while I was cleaning. Why don't you go ahead and take it? Condescending Guillermo, I helped you burn all these boxes, and just because I missed once doesn't mean you need to go all sarcastic on me there. Come on. It's not nice to Luigi. Luigi always gets the crap. That's why he had to get his own year in 2013. It's to make up for all the years of abuse. He finally gets his own year just because he needed it. But looks like we get to bring something back, so let's see what power we brought back with us. Screaming pulsars! What in the universe is that thing? It looks like a flower with a face. Wow. It's a fire flower? Well, I gotta say there, you collect some of the most interesting stuff I've ever seen. You know what's more interesting? We've seen the fire flowers so many times in our adventure, and it doesn't cross our mind to actually take one back with us up until World 5. Why did it take 5 worlds for Mario and Luigi to finally realize, maybe we should add the fire flower to our collection? That's a weird time to do it. Well, whatever. It's in our collection now. So, let's make our way back to the flipping galaxy here and get the star we were supposed to get the first time. So let's go back to Upside Dizzy and walk back on the weird side. Why don't Luigi's back here again? That'd be hilarious. Yep, there he is. Hey Mario, I wasn't feeling it the first time, so Can I do it again? Thanks, Mario. You won't regret this much. So, with Luigi re-entering the level again, let's go ahead and get the Power Star we were supposed to get here the first time. It's hilarious how he's here again, though. Of all of the things I have, Luigi here again is probably the best, because then I can do stuff like this. How'd I miss that is beyond me. I literally looked like I was going in, but there, the Goomba helped me get back into this upside-down space, so I'm fine with that. So yeah, with Luigi, you can just kind of skip a lot of chunks of this level, because his high jump here definitely makes things a lot easier. And in fact, I might have a little bit of a mistake there, but hey, doesn't really matter. Luigi's high jump just kind of corrects it immediately. So here I'm going to go ahead and do this. And instead of just taking that segment right there, I can kind of just, well, if Luigi doesn't have poor traction, I can just flip my way up and, I actually slid off the wall there. Let's try it again. You could just easily do this and not even bother with platforming. So I'd rather do that because, hey, I got the higher jump. Why not? So this portion of the level here is kind of annoying just because every couple seconds the gravity is going to shift. So you got to be very mindful of where you're going to be standing by the time the gravity shifts. If you're not careful, you'll kind of do what I just did and just land into electricity. So yeah, be very careful about timing in this one in particular. Although when you do flip, it does make some of these moving gravity areas just kind of pointless. So in this case, having that flippingness is actually a benefit to us. And just to get the star in the end, doing a spinning ground pound just to home in under the star definitely makes your life easier. As soon as the gravity swaps, just do a homing ground pound to the star and you'll avoid the electricity. I usually like doing that because half the time if I don't, I'll get hit by the electricity, miss the star, and have to wait for the gravity to flip twice because I wasted that much time. But there you go. Upside Dizzy Galaxy is done, and it looks like we have a comet we need to go and take care of back in World 3. But with that all said, I'm actually going to go ahead and end the episode here. So, with Luigi saying goodbye, I'm going to go ahead and do the same thing. Next time on Let's Play Super Mario Galaxy 2, we'll make our way back to World 3 real quick to take care of the comet that just appeared, and continue exploring World 5. I'll see you guys next time.